Hello students. Today we are going to work on two important concepts from your examination point of view, namely duality and converse, inverse and contrapositive statements. Let me define duality for you. Two compound statements S1 and S2 are said to be duals of each other if one can be obtained from the other by replacing and by or, and by replacing or by and, T by C and C by T. Now T denotes tautology and C denotes contradiction. Now what is to be noted down over here? The dual of a statement is unique. That means for a particular statement there can be one and only one dual. The symbol not is not changed while finding the dual. This is very important while solving sums. If there is not in the statement, you will not be changing it. Dual of the dual is the original statement itself. If there is true, if T is there in the statement, it is changed to F, that is false, and vice versa. Now this concept will become more clearer to you when we do some sums. And believe me, those sums are very easy. You can solve them in no time at all. The question will be, write the duals of each of the following. The first one, P or Q and R. As you can see in the solution, or has been converted to and has been converted to or. Thus we get P and Q or R. Second one of this type, P and Q and R changes to P or Q or R when you write the dual of it. The third one is a similar sum which you can do as assignment. Remember, just change or with and with or. The fourth sum, P and not Q. Remember, you are not going to change the negation. The negation remains as it is. Thus the dual becomes P or not Q. The next one, and the solution, as you can see, negation has not changed. Or has become and has become or. The sixth and the seventh one you can do as assignment. The next one, C or P and Q or R, where C means contradiction. Solution, C becomes T, tautology. So T and P or Q and R. You can see which of the connectives have changed while finding the dual. The next one, not P or Q and R and T. The dual of it is not P and Q or R and or C. The next one can be done as an assignment, and the next few sums I have given as assignment. Now in this assignment, if you check the third and the fourth sum, these are two statements which are equivalent to each other. You can find the dual in the same way by changing or to and to or on both the sides, on the left hand side and the right hand side. That would be the combined dual of both the statements which are given. Each of these questions, if they give it to you in the board exam, these questions would carry 1 mark each, and at least 2 such questions you would be getting at a time. Now the next type of question which can be given to you is, write the dual statement of each of the following compound statements. Here the verbal statements are given and you have to write the dual by converting and into or and vice versa. The first one, 13 is a prime number and India is a democratic country. The dual becomes 13 is a prime number or India is a democratic country. The second one, Kareena is very good or everybody likes her. So the dual is Kareena is very good and everybody likes her. The next two sums you can try out as assignment. Now moving on to the next concept, that is converse, inverse and contrapositive. Let P and Q be simple statements. Suppose we form an implication of P and Q, that is if P then Q. Then the converse of if P then Q is if Q then P. The inverse of if P then Q is if not P then not Q. And the contrapositive of if P then Q is if not Q then not P. Remember the meaning and remember how to write it down, because if the sum is given in the exam, it will carry at least 3 marks. Let us see how to solve sums. Question would be, write the converse, inverse and contrapositive of the following statements. The first one, if x less than y, then x square less than y square, where x and y are real numbers. Now, suppose we form statements P and Q from the given implication. That is, let P be x less than y and Q x square less than y square. Remember, after if, whatever comes becomes P, and after the word then, whatever comes becomes Q. Therefore, the given statement is if P then Q, as you can see over here. Now, the converse is if Q then P, that is if x square less than y square, then x less than y. While writing the solution, you have to write the symbolic form as well as the given statement in words. Only then would you get the marks concerned. The inverse of the given statement, if not P, then not Q. That is, if x greater than or equal to y, then x square is greater than or equal to y square. So as you can see, less than changes to greater than or equal to when the negation is written there. The contrapositive, if not Q, then not P. That is, if x square is greater than or equal to y square, then x is greater than or equal to y. The second question, a family becomes literate if the woman in it is literate. This is a tricky statement because as you can see, the word if has come in the middle of the statement. So you can rewrite the statement as, if the woman in it is literate, then a family becomes literate. That means if comes first, after if whatever is there is written, and then after then the remaining statement is written there. Thus we have P, the woman in it is literate. Q, a family becomes literate. Therefore the given statement is an implication, if P then Q. So its converse, if Q then P. That is, if a family becomes literate, then the woman in it is literate. Its inverse, if not P, then not Q. That is, if the woman in it is not literate, then a family does not become literate. The contrapositive, if not Q, then not P. That is, if a family does not become literate, then the woman in it is not literate. These sums can be done by you as an assignment in your notebook. If any doubts arise, you can always contact me through WhatsApp. In the next lecture, we'll start the next concept. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye students.